Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to paint watercolor houseplants step by step. I finished my drawing and I'm starting by a layer of Naples yellow for my first cactus. I'm then adding a green color, which is the mixture of Naples yellow, Aureolin and Winsor blue, wet in wet. I actually don't like the green here, so I decided to add a little bit of sap green at this stage. Then I wet my pot before adding any color. This is Payne's Gray in a thinner consistency, which means there is more water in my mixture than the paint. I want this first pot to look like a shadow shade of white. For the snake plant, I'm again starting by some Naples yellow around the edges of the leaves. For its basket, I'm adding the first layer of raw sienna, then another layer in a thicker consistency to make some areas more prominent. Lifting off some color from my cactus. For my second cactus, I decided to use more bluish green, so I mixed Naples yellow and Winsor blue, but there is more blue in the mixture this time. Going back to my first cactus, it's still slightly damp, so it's a perfect time to add another wet layer for the shadows, and this is some sap green. For the plant stand, I'm using burnt umber, then adding some Van Dyke brown here and there. Now let's paint our snake plant. I'm using different shades of green for this plant to create a visual separation between the leaves. For the leaves in the foreground, I use sap green, and for the ones in the background, I use a mixture of Winsor blue and Aureolin. Another color that I will introduce here is Perylene green, which is a very nice dark shade of green and perfect for these types of plants. Another layer of raw sienna, this time wet on dry. Now for my third houseplant, I again use Perylene green for the spines. And for this flower pot, I use some Winsor blue, but I slightly dilute the paint by adding some clean water towards the right side of the pot. Some Perylene green for this cactus too. And some permanent rose for its flower. Burnt umber for both the shadow of the plant stand and the soil. We can start adding the details of our snake plants. I'm using the exact same green colors that I used before for these leaves. And then I'm using some Perylene green for the leaves in the background. Another layer of Winsor blue for this pot. And for the basket of the snake plant this time, I use a very diluted burnt umber. More burnt umber here. And some Van Dyke brown to darken the color of the soil. To add some interest to my first cactus, I'm adding some dots and shapes with a white gel pen. And here are some final touches. Finally, I'm wetting the area underneath the plants and adding some Payne's Gray. Some splattering to make it look more interesting. And now our painting is done, and here's a closer look. For the full list of materials that I used in this painting, make sure to check out the description box below. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel if you love to see more watercolor tutorials like this. Bye!